Last week we talked about the principle of chaining behaviours. That's where we take several individual elements, put them all together to form an event or a demonstration, or getting your dog to do something that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get it to do. The importance of chaining behaviours is to work out how many elements are involved in the process that you want to teach. Because if you don't know how many elements are involved, you won't be able to teach them all. And if you don't teach them all, then you're expecting the dog to know what you're thinking and expect it to do something you haven't taught it to do. So whatever you want to teach your dog, the first thing you do is you sit down and list all the elements associated with the demonstration that you want to offer. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get Eisen on here and show you the demonstration that we did last week again, and then we're going to have a brief chat. Get up. Get up. Side. So, what you have to do is you have to work out how many individual elements are involved in this ball, jump, ball. So what I want you to do is think about it for a few seconds and see how many you can come up with. There's a ball. Teach the dog to go on the ball, that's 1. Teach the dog to go over the jump, that's 2. Teach the dog to go on the other ball, that's 3. And then if you want it to go back, teach it to do the same thing going backwards. So I'm up to about 6 elements just looking at this simple exercise. You may be interested to know there are 23 individual elements associated with this little demonstration, and over the next few weeks we're going to go through them individually, to give you an idea of what is involved in chaining behaviours. Now the first set we're going to do, the first 7, and I'm going to demonstrate to you tonight the first 7 of these elements and why it's so important that your dog understands what it's supposed to do. So we need to make sure that the dog can sit in front, so that we can ensure that the dog can sit on the left hand side, and then the dog can sit on the right hand side. Then we need to teach the dog to get on the ball, and when it's on the ball, return to the left hand side, and then get on the ball again and return to the right hand side. So those are the first 7 elements that we're going to work on tonight. Those are the ones we're going to teach. So quickly, what we're going to do is something that we've done in the past: stationary controls, front sit, side sit, front sit, close sit. So now we know that the dog can sit in the front, sit on our left hand side, sit on our right hand side. We need to know that because we're going to send it on a ball and bring it off the ball to either our left hand side or our right hand side. So the dog needs to know how to do this. The second thing we need to do is teach the dog how to get on the ball. And the simplest way to do this is to start on a lead. All we wanted to do is stand on the ball, and if she stands on the ball, she gets a reward. Yes! And we just mark that behaviour. Yes! Now what we need to do is get her to go on the ball from the other side. Get up. Yes! Get up. Yes. Shut up. Yes. We've now taught her how to go on the ball from my right hand side and from my left hand side. This is going to be important because I'm going to send her over to a bowl that's on her left hand side, on my left hand side, and then eventually send her to a bowl on my right hand side. So she needs to know how to get on from the side I'm sending her on. Once we've achieved this against the wall, then what we do is we take the bowl and we put the bowl out in the open. And now the same process. Close. Get up. Yes. Get up. Yes. We're now teaching her how to go on the bowl in the open. The next stage is to teach her how to go on the bowl from distance. And if your dog's not used to doing this, then perhaps a longer line or a longer lead would be advantageous. But because she's done a lot of this work, we don't need that. But you have to be able to teach her to get on from distance, because part of the demonstration is me standing in the middle, sending her onto the bowl. So the next phase is onto the bowl from distance. Come on. So I'm now going to do this off lead. Close. Close. Sit. Get up. Yes. Close. Get up. Yes. The next element is sending her onto a bowl and then bringing her off the bowl to come and sit on my left hand side, and then sending her back on the bowl and bringing her off the bowl to come and sit on my right hand side. These, if you refer back to the demonstration, these are elements associated with what we're going to do. So when we've introduced the jump, I send her onto the left hand bowl, bring her off, send her on, bring her off, send her on, and then send her over the jump. So we'll practice sending her on and bringing her off on my left hand side, and then sending her on and bringing her off on my right hand side. Get up. Yes. Get up. Yes. Get up. Yes. Get up. Yes. Yes. Get up. Yes. So, there we have the first 7 elements associated with this little jump, bowl, jump, bowl. If you don't teach her to do the individual elements, she may miss them. If she misses them, she can't do it. Just because you think she should know what she's supposed to do doesn't mean that she does, because dogs' thought processes are different than ours. They have an incredible capacity to learn, but you have to teach them because they're not very good at guessing. So next week we're going to do the next 7 elements associated with this bowl, jump, bowl.